be the best, simple and plain. That's why I play the game. To be the best, you have to win. And that's what drives me.
He's the best player in the game. It's just that simple.
Yo, what it do, good people? Need y'all to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Coming through the door, kick your shoes off, kick your feet up. Time to get comfortable. You with the negative energy, please exit the building. Luce Cannon calls out Wack for his BS. And is Bricc baby messing with transmissions?
Look, Luce Cannon calls out Wack's BS. Apparently, Luce is getting more and more fed up with Wack. Like they had just had their friendship blow up when Luce got arrested on the Fed charges, and apparently Luce is really not feeling him. I also listened to Brick's phone call that he called in, and that was pretty.
Put allegations on Bricc talking about you got caught with a transmission.
Exactly. That's why I kind of am looking at Luce like, man,
I don't know. That might just be for content. If they saying that, I don't know. Bricc got a wife at home. He ain't got time to be thinking about none of that. He trying to make it back home to his family. I don't think Bricc in there on that type of time.
I don't know if I can really trust
bullshit,
you.
Man.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Saying bullshit,
on the song with Drake.
Come on.
And the production for Nas. All right, here we go. Luce Cannon calls
All
out Wack.
rights to the contents posting owns you. Talk this call. You may begin speaking now.
Hey, baby.
Hey, tell the guard that Cannon want to holler at him. You know what I'm saying? The black dude. Hello?
Oh, hey.
Hello, what's up?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. What you was doing?
Okay.
Huh?
I was just making sure. I heard you say something about the garden hollering, so I had to make sure.
Oh, yeah. No, we good.
Okay. Yeah, just get Callie a bath, so I'm just here getting him ready. He talking up a storm.
Yeah.
Like every time he calling home, he ain't asking about the child. He ain't saying how my child doing. It's just straight content for him. Everything is content. Or him trying to act tough.
Okay. How everything else going?
Everything is everything, honey. Everything is everything. You know,
Yeah.
taking care of the businesses and whatnot.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
We online right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Make sure tomorrow is vicious.
Honey.
You know what I'm saying?
Vicious.
Why? Why do you want why? Just tell me why.
No, because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, on some buster activities when you literally wait until, like, if you harbor some feelings because you going broke and that diaper company is not working for you, like, bro, we don't ask him to make money for us. I make money for him. Not one play he brought for me that I made money off of. I paid him. You get what I'm saying? Like, Cuz don't make no money like that. He be on Clubhouse and everything, gossiping for free.
Oh my goodness.
But at the end of the day, is he gonna have to stand on everything that he say, and I'm gonna get on his chin. He wanna call out and say something about your brother. I'm your husband. Say something about me. You ain't like that, bro. All those goofballs is not like that. They soft.
Honey, I thought you wanted to dead all the internet stuff. Now you want to start.
Like I said, he back at it again with the tough shit. You probably trying to get up out of there, but you back on here trying to do content and talk tough.
Really start this war?
At trial.
No, because at the end of the day, is enough is enough. You get what I'm saying? I talked to him. He said, "Oh, nephew, you know it's not like that. I don't let it go and all the goofy stuff like that because I'm questioning you about why people are showing me paperwork in here about CS2 back. The person that was on your case. So when I'm saying that, now you want to try to defame my name or anything like that because you know you're not like that. You know I'm questioning you about certain things. You want to lie, bro.
Honey.
We've
Go
heard
to
enough.
Discovery.
That good?
Hey, I don't like when you fall out with, and all of a sudden now you want to get this CS2 back thing been a thing for a minute, but now you talking about why you bringing it up now?
All right, because you being new when you was.
Because Wack coming out with all this type of information on him and his woman, so he bringing up whack old dirt or whatever. But it just shows you Wack only be using people. He played people just to get information out of them. That's all Wack be doing. He just used people for his advantage. Let's get into this. Let's see.
All rights to the contents posted on this YouTube channel, including videos, images, and audio, are reserved solely to the owners, Sharice Mills and Luce Cannon.
We ain't even gonna do that. We was gonna do that, but they acting like some hoes. We don't want them copyright striking nothing. But Wack goes in on Lush. Give me 1 second. That's crazy. We not even gonna get into nothing that they got on their page because we don't need them copyright striking or doing none of that extra stuff.
Whack this because I don't want to hear his mouth. I said, Travis, you really got this dude. Don't play with, because he's from one of them neighborhoods. Right?
A rush over here to.
Nobody never had a reason to.
Well, some would say that there's been plenty of reasons over the years. This culture vulture. Adam 22.
Did the cameras catch him?
I haven't actually explored that. So anyway,
I think it's some kids.
You've explored a lot of the stuff that's come out about this.
Man, listen.
You actually intervened on behalf. I don't know. Did Lush call you and ask you to speak to them before they were booted out of by the cops or whatever?
I get the text.
Right.
You like, yo, boom, 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 boom. So I'm like, okay, well, shit. I said, let me call this dude. I called Travis. I said, yo, I don't know what's going on. If you're at Nojumper, the building's a little uncomfortable, whatever you got going on outside. They're about to call law enforcement because they don't know what's up. It's a bad look for the building. You may want to leave. Right? That's what I tell him. He said, well, Lush, this. I said, was Lush in the building? He said, I don't know. He ain't answering the phone. So that was the bad part. They're thinking Lush is in the building. At the time, Lush is not in the building because when I call Lush,
yeah,
he's screaming at some chick, no, next exit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we had to tell Lush that there was a bunch of people here in the group chat, at which point he was like, I'll be there soon. Like, he clearly had to, run around, get all his shit together to get.
Why would you expect a nigga like Lush to really keep his word on anything? He lying about everything. He's scared of the Crips, first of all. He was just only doing that to get money out of them for the content. That's it. He was only going to get the content out of them and make money off of them. I don't know. Adam got his hands in some shit right now, and I don't believe that they going broke. It's just that they going to have to close that building down because it's causing too much attention. Too many Crips, too many Bloods coming through, just too many gang members, period.
In the car to rush over here to meet up, which he had obviously forgotten about.
Well, we know why he forgotten about it because we seen his state.
He was on a bender.
From what people tell me, is his state.
One.
Right. So when I get Lush on the phone, I automatically get Travis on the phone. I say, look, Travis, Lush is not there. He's on the way there. And Travis like, yo, bro, what's going on, bro? Like, you rescheduled on this from a week ago, and the people, instead of going back to Vegas or wherever they were from, chose to stay out here a week. I said, well, Travis, that ain't on Lush. That's just on their decision. I'm like, Lush, you told him he could bring 30, 40 people? He said, no, I just told him a couple. Travis goes off. You a lie? Whoop, he sends me a screenshot of the text.
There were so many lies, and that's some real addict behavior too. Is that once he got pressed for what he had clearly actually done, he started just sprinkling in as many possible lies as he could to get out of it.
I'm reading his text.
Yeah,
I say, Lush. He says 11:30 tomorrow. You say, yup. He says I'm bringing food, a cake, some drink, and the hood. You said, yes, Sirski.
That makes it so much worse.
Right? So then Lush says, I thought when he meant the hood.
You can't even trust a nigga that say, yes, Sirski. Any nigga that say that, you can't trust them. The hell?
Hood, like neighborhood, like, because usually he'll just say mafia and I'll say mafia back. I'm like, wait.
Mafia Lush.
I say, what are you talking about? So Travis like, Wack, he like, Lush, don't tell Wack this because I don't want to hear his mouth. I said, Travis, you really got this dude? Don't play with, because he's from one of them neighborhoods. Like, they serious about that, right? They ain't gangster Crips. They ain't neighborhood Crips. They mafia Crips, and they serious about that, right? So I say, look, bro, the building is about ready to call law enforcement. So, Lush, you need to get over there and help clear it out. So Travis like, yeah, get your ass over here. So Lush gets here. I don't know if he stays out there, comes in the building, because I'm not even in California, but I see video clips later on with him limping out. So, but he calls me from in the building. I said, bro, from my understanding, he ain't even on the schedule. You ain't even cleared him with Adam or nothing. I don't know what you doing. I don't handle the schedule, but I know protocol of the build. I don't even, when Adam ass was gone on vacation,
right,
and the camera was on me, I still let Adam know who was coming to the build.
Right.
That's just, I'm like, bro, it's on you. It's like, it's not going to happen. It's too much going on, right? Said, could you call Adam? I'm not calling Adam to talk him into shit. I'm trying to talk Travis, a dude I know, into leaving before the police come. So I guess the police had already came once, so I guess they came back again, or more cars.
I didn't know that.
Look up, it's 4-5 cars. So I guess it clears out. Boom, 2 hour go by. I get another call. Travis, all right, Wack. Lush says he's gonna go book some type of space, some shit.
Pure space, yeah.
Pure space. And he gonna bring the Nojumper cameras and it's gonna go up on the Nojumper site. I said, hold on, before you do that, let me call Adam.
Yeah.
That's what I called you. I said, bro, you gonna let the cameras go over there? You like, hell no, what are you talking about?
Right.
I get Lush back on the phone.
Right.
I'm like, yo, Lush, what are you doing, bro? No, I told him I'm gonna meet me at the Del Taco and I'm gonna just do content with you by the Wingstop. This nigga went from Del Taco to Wingstop.
From Pure Space to Del Taco to Wingstop. Which, ironically, what Lush actually did when he left here was he went and did a hood vlog with a bunch of 13-year-old Mexican rappers.
See, don't tell Travis that. Right? Because like, so I'm thinking it's all done and over with. I'm like, Travis, listen, me to you, bro. Just going back to the neighborhood, go to the house. Whatever dude talking about, I don't know if he high or what's going on. He like, Cub got a black eye, a big one. I'm like, what?
Well, he did say that he had a fade that morning at 7 o'clock in the morning in his hood. I assume he had not gone to bed.
I don't know.
So if he had a black eye, I guess that would be the reason.
So I said, listen, bro, I'm just telling you because I don't want you going somewhere. It's 30 y'all. Somebody calling the police. Somebody get caught up, jammed up because dude on some BS, right? Boom. It seems to blow over. I wake up this morning. Travis does the video. No, you sent me the clip.
Right.
Yesterday evening. Yeah, this ain't for Wack 100, but Nojumper, Adam, Lush, and no fly zone or something. I don't know what he said.
Me and Travis had already patched it up that night.
Yeah, no, he told me
we
this
spoke
morning.
via the DM. Yeah.
He told me, right? So I'm seeing it. I called him. I said, bro, any chances of you probably coming up there now? He said, send it to me. I sent it to him. So he blames Moneybag Rose, right? Because Moneybag is narrating. He's like adding fuel to the fire. Damn, what's going on, right? Yeah. So I said, well, you can't blame Moneybag because it's your voice, right? So I go to sleep. I wake up this morning. Travis got another one up. Now, he just said, this ain't got nothing to do with Wack. Now, this morning, somebody says they just said they called the cops and gave him the name Travis Ford. He said they said Travis Ford. He said, yeah. He said Wack had to have been the one. Wack 100 called the police then. If they said my first and last name, it was Wack. I'm looking at this like.
Even though you had just been talking to him
the whole day. Listen, I called him this morning. I said, hey, bro, what is this I'm looking at? I said, let me ask you a question. Your name on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere is Travis Ford, right? Your rap name, right? Yeah. That's the only name I know. I don't know if your real name is Matthew Johnson. I just know you as Travis Ford.
Right.
Yeah. I said, then why would you say this? He looked at it. He said, wack, I was off that Hennessy, dog. That don't make no sense. I don't know why I said that. Right? I get Lush back on the phone. I say, well, Lush, who called the police? Why? What, Travis? What you tell Travis? Lush. Travis tells me, Wack, I know you ain't called the police. A, you wasn't there. 2, Lush already let us know who it was that called the police. I said, who was it? When he said it, I can call R&B right now.
Right.
I flipped out.
Uh-huh.
I said, Lush, now I got to whoop your ass, bro.
Right.
You tripping. I said, come on, what you doing? Right? And Lush is like, hold on, no. I didn't. He said, you a motherfucker lion mafia. You said that. Woo. So Lush is, you know, he going back.
So he got problems with the Crips now. Lush is, I don't think Lush gonna be on Nojumper for no longer. He's not gonna be on Nojumper no time soon. I think they're gonna take him off because he caused them too much distraction to the podcast, and then he fucking up. But I don't think Nojumper gonna be around too long anyway. Especially after Adam came out and said they're going broke.
Back and forth, and you know, this is back and forth. And when it's all said and done, I made sure I clear up that individual was not the one. That individual wasn't even at the location. That individual had nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
And Lush says, yo, Wack, man, I got suspended. I said, okay. I said, I tried to talk to Adam, but this shit kept popping up, bro. So he said, bro, you can't tell him what you just heard. I said, I don't want to tell him what I just heard, bro.
Right.
I said, but it's gone from business to friendship to Adam like a brother to me. I fuck with Adam. My girl fucks with Adam.
Right.
Like,
literally.
I don't know.
Oh, he said literally.
If I can sit across from him and not say it.
Right.
Because if it comes out later on and I don't say, hey, Wack, what up? Did you know this? And I say, yeah. At that point in time, who I'm supposed to be, what I claim to be is out the window.
Right.
Because this is.
But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Do y'all think Nojumper will be around in the near future? Because from the looks of it, I think this is about to be the end run for Nojumper. After this whole case with all this with Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce, that's going to be the end for Nojumper. But let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. We the People TV. Gone.